Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 17. Here we go, D, get off the field. Switch. Gun. Keep moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the... catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Check tight. Watch the eye. Check three. Zebra.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 4. Yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Watch the run. Go, guys, 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Carson. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the Rams' 19-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Whip. Watch the whip. 14. 12.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That one caught by Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 26.
He's coming. We got something.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And as one of those who like to blitz even on rundowns, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
On second down, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
44. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
18 on the play. 1st down, Rams.
180. 54, Mike. Get the ball. Hold on. Check.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's letting it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the pass. Come on.
To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Mike Bobo. Right here. Catch it. Hey, watch it.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
36 power.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Ready? Bang. Block that. Bang.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Gun. Staying open. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A gain of 10 yards. And that's good for another
Wilson now Nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go, guys. 4 down. 4 down.
They run it with Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 39-yard line.
Quiet, 90. 12.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he finds Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
To Rashawn Penny. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the shit. 1 pass.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Check. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike's both. It's a party now. One left. Motion. 40, go. Mike, 44.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To throw is gone. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now gone. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Mike 17. 17. Watch the slant. Mike 17.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert. 17. Here we go. Let's bring it. Front left. Let's bring it. Mike 17. Check. Alert.
Now Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 17. We ain't giving him nothing.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Double time. Double time. You got 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the gun, Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's Carson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson now, pretty amazing, 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 18-yard line.
36. Safe. Go, guys, 4 down.
On second down now. It's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go 14. Check.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Goff on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Los Angeles.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? On the run, it's Pumphrey. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Goff forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 50, it's Goff. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
17 yards. First down, Rams.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Now it's Goff. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Check. Clear. Show it us. Sponge. No. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. All day, every day. Alert. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Got it.
To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Aaron Donald on the stop. A loss of 2 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey. Zoom. Mike spoke.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it with Jones. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, D. Switch. Check three.
They'll go again to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
20. 58, come on. You remember me?
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Pumphrey. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
This is Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Los Angeles, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.